This will not be an easy video to make for me. I will be digging up some moments from my past, because this video is about my time when I was at Trinity Catholic High School. Now, before I begin, I just want to make it absolutely clear that I absolutely loved my time at Trinity. Like, I made so many memories there. I made a lot of friends there. And it was just one of the most brilliant school experiences of my life, really. However, I'd be lying if I told you there weren't any bad moments. Because truth is, I had a lot of them. An absolute lot. From fake friendships, to bullying, to falling outs, to being angry, depressed, and suicidal. So, what I'm going to do is break this video into 3 equal sections. First section being the bullying, the second being the fake friendships, and the third being whatever I make it out to be. So, this is my time at Trinity. So, when I first went to Trinity, I was 11. This was in September 2011 or 2012. Immediately, I made some impacts. I started off in group 7A. In that group were my new friends, Bliss, Sophia, Amelia, Theon, who I went to Greenways with, Connor, David, a bunch of others that I honestly don't remember the name of, but yeah, that was all I can remember of my group, really. I enjoyed that group. However, for whatever reason, one of the teachers there, Mrs. Lava, she said I'd be moving forms. Now this is when the bullying starts. I left 7E and I moved into 7B. That was where I made new friends in a couple Maxes, Eugene and Patty, Daniel, and Maisie and Julia and Antonia and Mia's. There's a couple of Mia's, Tammy, and that girl I kept mentioning in the Super Jug video, who I'm hoping to bury the hatchet with and make amends with. So, the bullying started the first week I was in 7B. See, what happened was I got from 7A to 7B, then progressively going to B during the rest of the weeks throughout that year. That's when the bullying started. Older kids started making fun of me for how I looked, for the fact that I have autism, for the fact that there was a kid in their year who people said I was like, named PJ. And they'd always tease me by calling me that. And I had a couple fights with all those kids in those years. Like, full-on fist fights. Like, I got punched in the stomach, in the face, nearly knocked one of my teeth out, cut on my head here where there's a lump now, so it's a permanent reminder. And yeah, so that whole bullying section was not a nice time. That was the reason for the On My Side on my EP because no one apart from my friends who were like truer supporters of me, like my best friend Liam, who I've known for years, my best friend Sophie, who I've known for years, only those two were on my side. No one else was. Like, whoever I didn't know, they were on the older guy's side. They did not believe a word I said. I may be making that up. I just don't know because it was so long ago that I can't remember fully, but that's just how I felt. So the turning point came when these two said horrible things about me on Instagram. Alex made a fake account with my name saying I was gay. The whole name of that account was Edward_Nash_is_gay. And that really sent me into a spiral of depression. So from now on in, I haven't spoken to him since, and I never will again, because he made my life a living hell. And just thinking about it makes me angry. And trust me, if I ever see him again, God knows what I'll do. And then there was Remy, who made fun of my aspirations to be a rap star, a grime star in particular. I was a big fan of rap at the time, and I still am. And I wanted to be a rapper because Eminem, all those big rappers at that time, inspired me to do so. Like, I love music. It's been a big part of my life. But he exploited it. He took advantage of it. And he said some horrible stuff about my music, which was when I cut ties with him. He called me a fat gay ginger cunt on Instagram DMs. I severed all ties with him. I haven't spoken to him since either. And the same with Alex, I never will again. Those two, I'm never, ever going to forgive them. And I'm never going to let them back in my life. The way they treated me was criminal. It was disgusting. It was discrimination. It was just horrible treatment of a young man with autism. But there were cases where others would call me gay. And that led to me creeping out some women. Now, to those women I creeped out with my attempts to make you my girlfriend, I sincerely apologize, because the reason I was so desperate to get a girlfriend at that time was just to stop being called gay. I was just sick of it. And I thought by getting a girlfriend, it would stop. But me, having autism, it affects the brain area. It doesn't make you think how bad you'll hurt these women when you try and make them your girlfriend. That's like forcing them to do something they don't want to do. So, I'd spend hours with them. I'd get up right next to them. It just, looking back on it now, made them feel uncomfortable. Now, that was not my intention, but that's what I caused in some cases. And the only thing I can say is I'm sorry for that, because I was in the wrong for trying to make a girl do something she didn't want to do. And if she had a boyfriend, that made things worse, because the boyfriends would start picking on me badly. But my depression got worse in July 2015. Remy, the same guy who attacked me for no reason at all, He was the guy that informed me of my friend's death. My son letter to Izzy was about my friend Izzy, who passed away from a heart attack from a peanut allergy. And I just broke down. I trusted Remy at the time. The fact that he told me that my friend died, looking back at it now, that's the only genuine thing he ever told me. The only thing. So, I was just quiet throughout the whole day. I didn't talk to anyone. I went out. My face was all red from crying. I just was not in the mood for conversation. You can understand why. I just found out that my friend passed away. I'm just thinking about her poor family, how it affected everyone. My friends were depressed. I messaged them as well, because I never experienced loss like that before. Izzy was the first friend of mine who passed away. And so far the only one, but I still miss her. Like, I'm done grieving for her, but I'll never stop missing her. Like, she was one of my most supportive friends. Whenever I was down, she'd always look out for me. Even when I felt I couldn't talk to her, she'd always tell me, Edward, you ever need anyone, I'm here for you. The same goes for Liam and Sophie. Like, to me, that's what a true friend is, being there for you no matter what. And when she died, I felt there was no one left I could talk to. And I'm still sad that she's gone. Hence the song Letter to Izzy. So, my friend dying did not help with depression whatsoever. Which leads me to the next point. Someone, most likely Alex or Remy, said happy birthday at one point, when it wasn't my actual birthday. And it transpired into an event where everyone would say happy birthday to me every single day, and I was just sick of it. Like, my birthday is September the 17th. I wish it could be every day, but that is not a human thing. No one's birthday is every day of their life. You get older a day, but your birthday is the day you were born. That's when you go up in age. It got to the point where I had enough. Where a girl was walking with her boyfriend whilst I was commuting back to Lower Site from home time to get my phone from the office. This was in year 9. What happened was, the girl kept saying happy birthday to me, and I did something really wrong. I grabbed her arm and told her to stop. That caused her boyfriend and I to get into a fight. Now, her boyfriend and this girl were like 2 years above me. The boyfriend and I got in a fight. A guy in year 8 or 9, whatever year I was in, and him in whatever year he was in, above me, got into a fight where he ended up pushing me in the road, and I nearly got run over by a car. Now, he had every right to do that. He was defending his girlfriend, but I was just so angry I couldn't realize it. It took me years to figure out what I did was wrong. The 2 wrongs don't make a right. I was wrong to grab his girlfriend by the arm aggressively, and he was wrong to push me in the road and nearly get me run over. So, if those 2 are watching, I am sorry. I came off as aggressive, which I was. My intention wasn't to hurt you, it was just to stop being picked on. The bullying got so bad when It got to the point where I was taking out on my friends. Being autistic, I didn't know how to talk to others about how I felt. My trust issues were really bad because of Alex and Remy. I just felt alone, like no one was gonna have my back. Nobody. And it got to the point where I started getting thoughts of maybe life was better off if I wasn't in it. There were even suicidal attempts, like trying to hang myself. And I've never told anyone this one, but I once got a knife, a kitchen knife, like what you eat your dinner with, and I put it up to my wrist. Obviously, there's no cuts there because there would be a scar if there was, but I couldn't go through with it. I just broke down in tears because I remembered my nan was a victim of suicide. That was why I never met her. That's why she died before I was born. She drowned herself in the Regent's Canal. And I'm thinking, I don't want to do that. It will break my mum's heart again. She went through that once, I don't want to put her through it again, so I didn't go through with it. Mainly for the sake of her, but that did not stop the depression. I just didn't know what to say. Getting through something like that is not easy. If you ask any of my friends what 2015 was like for me, they'll probably tell you that I was down. I was not myself. I'm usually quite jolly and happy, but that whole year of my life was my absolute worst. And I wish it never happened, but it did. And there's nothing I can do to change that. Even if they found a way to invent time travel, I don't think I could even fix it then. Izzy's loss affected me so badly that I got in fights with everyone who made fun of me. There was one time during a football match where a guy who bullied me about my music career, well, not say career, but still, I was the goalkeeper, he called me a cunt because I didn't let the ball go into the net. And I just got so angry that I hit him on the back of the head. This resulted in him hitting me and punching me in the eye here. I had a black eye for about a week. And during that time I had no support, only from people who were like true friends of mine, but majority were on his side. They were acting as if he were the victim, and I wasn't. I mean, the guy started by calling me a horrible name. How is that not make him the bad guy? I was simply trying to defend myself, and everyone else was just on his side. Like, that's wrong in my book. Like, just wrong. Like, I don't even know what to say about it. And this resulted in me falling out with one of my other friends. So, a month after that incident, I fell out with my friend Sophia. Now, I believe Sophia has been awkward with me ever since because of that argument that we had, which I don't blame her for. So, I felt she wasn't on my side. She was supporting someone else. And I treated that as if it were in every case. I ended up blocking her, except on Instagram because I forgot to do that. She messaged me on Instagram. I realized my wrongdoing. I apologized. We were friends again. Now, I have not mentioned it since. I feel as if though she still can't get over it, which I can't obviously blame her for. But I hope she can move on from it as I have. So yeah, that was my time with Trinity. A series of unfortunate events leading to a trust issue and several falling outs with friends. Wish those times were different. I wish I could take back some of the stuff I did, but I can't. And that's my own fault. And the stuff that happened with those two boys, I'm done with. Like, they're out of my life. I want them to stay out. So, yeah. I hope this video has told you information about what happened to me. I hope you've learned more about me, about why I have these trust issues. And if you are going to Trinity or considering going, just be careful with the company you keep. That's all I'm saying. Because not everyone is who they say they are. Thank you guys for watching. Red Wolf Nash out.